want to talk about one line that I think could quietly kill a lot of the deals if you are purchasing from, say, a very international market. And that phrase is, we'll think about it. And a lot of companies who sell internationally that we help with, they say that when they get these kind of replies, they usually go quiet and then they wait and then they give their clients some space and then just nothing happens. But honestly, that's actually a trap because that really depends on who you're talking to and the culture and the market that they come from. All right, so if we break it down, for example, if you are a British buyer and then if they say, well, think about it, or they say, oh, that's interesting. And to be very honest, I think that's usually a very polite no, because the English people are really good at saying no without actually saying it. So if you push really hard on this one, you will actually just annoy them. But if your client is a German, it's actually the opposite. When they say they need to think about it, they actually literally mean it. They mean that they want to think about it. And they're evaluating if this is the right decision to make. And they probably will ask you more for like a spec sheet, the numbers, the lead time in the writing form. So just don't chase that feeling, and you should give them the document with a very clear timeline so that everything's very precise. And then people from Latin America are also different. Well, think about it is often a soft yes, and that means just that they're not ready yet. And the relationship is sometimes still, very much open. And if you just keep the conversation warm, just, keep the contact between humans going so that the deal won't go cold. And then on the contrary, if you're speaking to a Japanese person, their default polite version of saying no is they need to consider it or they need to talk to their manager, right? They just won't say it to her face because they're being very polite. And in Japan, they're being famous for having this culture of shame or not disturb anybody else. So they won't say no. They won't embarrass you. You should read the silence and the energy instead of the words, they say. So what do you do, right, in this kind of situation? 3 quick things I would say. Number 1, stop talking the words at face value. Read what's behind it. And number 2, instead of just waiting, ask one specific next question, like what would you need to see in order to move forward and stuff like that. And then number 3, you should match the follow-up questions you ask very much to the culture, and you should push the client if the culture is more direct, like Germans, right? For Latinos, you should nurture the relationship, build the emotions between them, and for the British and the Japanese, you should probably just move on. So the bigger picture here is that we will think about it is not one message. It could be 4 messages depending on the people you're speaking to. And the seller who knows which one usually just get the right follow-ups at the right timing instead of just guessing what they mean. Anyways, these are just some stuff that we've been noticing, and I thought it could be helpful if you're selling products or services overseas. And this is the exact kind of thing that we help a lot of clients at Automatis, which is cross-border, cross-culture follow-ups and helping you to manage the sales leads pipeline. So if you're interested, check out our product in my profile. But hope this was helpful. Thanks.